Hey guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And before I get started, if you're new here, welcome. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, join the family, and also click the click the bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. So without further ado, let's get started with the look. Okay, so the look that we are going to be creating today is a pink tear eye look. Almost like yesterday's look, but it was fire. So let's see how this look goes. And if you have not been here on my channel before, there are 3 stages to my my look, which is the daily stage and the main stage and the final stage. So the final stage is just the final touches, like the lips, the designs, that kind of thing. Then when it comes to the first stage, like daily, like concealer, foundation, that kind of stuff. And we might, and I keyword might, have someone joining us today. If not, then I'm sorry. But anyways, let's get started with the main stage in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, and sorry if you hear Discord notifications in the background. Discord is on my ass, but that's not my point. So first we're going to be using lotion. So how I did this is I got a hand sanitizer container. I got it from Office Depot. You can buy literally small containers like this anywhere from like hand sanitizer. I washed it out, put lotion in it, and I can just carry it everywhere. So I'm just gonna put some lotion, this much, in my hand, or more depending on how your skin is. If it's really rough. So just putting lotion on, so it's almost like a glue for your for your makeup. Just gonna rub it on our hands. We're just gonna put it on our face for a very nice, smooth texture. By the way, if you want to use like scented lotion, I suggest if you want to use baby lotion. It is not the best. I am using the coconut lotion or the Suave lotion. If you want to use Suave or a certain brand, use plain, like scented, because if you use scented lotions like pumpkin or strawberry, it's not going to turn out well on your face and it's not going to stick. So I'm just doing that. And also, please don't overdo the lotion, because if you put too much, you're going to have to do this. You see how I kind of put too much? You're going to have to do that. But please keep in mind that the lotion is not to waste, it's to use. And we also have our lotion base on. So now we are going, sorry, I'm checking my phone too much. We are now going to be doing concealer, and the concealer I'm using is the L'Oreal Paris Inflatable Full Wear Concealer. And I'm just gonna put it on, and pro tip, and if it has a big like applicator, like applier, I suggest putting a little bit. If it is a small applicator, put a lot. So I'm just going to put swatches on my eye, but they have to be small. Almost like that. Like that much would be good. And then like everything will be fine. And just put 2 lines of concealer down the cheeks, because we're not going to use much foundation, or we're just going to cover our zits up here, or just do lines like this, which I am doing. And now that I have concealer on my face, I'm going to take my beauty blender, and this beauty blender case I just found around my house. But my beauty blender you can get from like drugstores like TJ Maxx, Dollar Tree, stuff like that. And we're going to use the bottom of our beauty blender to blend it in like so. If you want to use the bottom of the beauty blender, that's fine. I'm just using the top. If I said bottom at the beginning, I'm sorry, I'm at the top. You just blend it out like so. If you don't want to use foundation, that is fine. And if the foundation is full coverage, then you don't really need concealer. But my foundation is not full coverage, so that's why I am putting concealer on, so it doesn't quote unquote ruin the look. So this eye is blended. Now we're going to do my nose. This is kind of difficult because every nose shape is different. I know it might be a little really rude to say, but that is true. Everything comes in all shapes and sizes, bitch. And if it's uneven, like this is a little bit lighter, this is a little bit darker, you can always redo it. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But put one line all together. Put half of it here and then half of it here. Basically. If it is too much the second time, don't put it on a third time, because then it's just going to make it worse. For it. Then we're going to blend it out my concealer underneath my second eye. And I've seen people put on concealer with their fingers, but I don't suggest doing that, because that's not how you're supposed to do it, in my opinion. And I'm also going to blend out my forehead. I think y'all know how to do that by now, so I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. So now that I have all my stuff blended in, we're going to be using our foundation. This is the L'Oreal Paris Inflatable up to 24-hour wear fresh wear foundation, and the number 400, or shade number 400. And for this, we're just gonna do up to 3 drops. For me, I'm just using 2 big drops like this, so 1 and then 2. It should not be really that much, so you shouldn't need that much for foundation. We're just gonna put dots all over my face just to make everything even. So that's just a little bit of a warning. So now we're gonna blend our foundation in. And I've seen people paint it like this all on the face. That's not how you do it. It's still gonna be shimmery if you do it. Yes, it's shimmery now. That's because it's fresh and it just got on my face. So yeah. And I also put it on the lips because we're gonna decorate the lips later, and I'll tell you why we are putting it on the lips, because it's for it. I am painting it, but there's certain parts you paint on your face, there's certain parts you don't paint. If it's the forehead, that is fine. That will take 5 seconds. But if you put too much foundation on like I am, it's not gonna work out. And now my foundation is all blended out. Yes, I look a little bit white, but in real life I really don't, I swear. Y'all saw my face before this, so it kind of shouldn't be a problem. But we are now done with foundation. I will be back when I'm ready for powder. There are 2 powders you have to use, which I'll tell you in 3, 2, 1. So the first powder we have to use is a flat foundation powder. If you don't want to use foundation, like liquid foundation, you can use powder foundation, which is fine. This is the Lancome brand, and it is the Dull Finish in the number and the color 120 Invor. And we're just going to open it. We're going to take our little puff. We're going to hold it like this, and we're just going to get as much powder on it as possible. We're going to pre-powder, which is what I call it, on our face. We use 2 powders, and that's just what I use for my face. But that is just what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, that is fine. You can use one powder. If you're going to use one powder, I suggest using this or the setting powder, which we're going to be using in a few minutes. Well, seconds actually. But by the way, don't detail your nose and eyes because we will fix those later. And by the way, touch the surface to make sure you got powder on it. If you didn't, do it and then touch your face again. So it should not be that big of a deal. But now that we have our flat powder done, now we're going to move to the setting powder in 3, 2, 1. So now just to warn you, the setting powder is very, very messy, so I suggest getting clothes that you don't mind getting dirty, which I did. So we're using setting powder. This is the Lancome powder. It doesn't say a shade or anything, but we're going to pour powder into our little bowl, which is our lid. We call it a bowl. But we're going to take our tiny eyeshadow brush. This is just from the dollar store. And we're just going to take some powder and put it on our eye. Yes, it looks white on me because it's obviously a white shade. But I've seen some professionals like James Strauss and stuff have powder with a beauty blender or a puffy brush. That is just work. That is what works for them. For me, this is what works for me. So, yes, stuff is powdering all over the place. So, yeah, and prepare to get on your eyelashes and stuff. It's no big deal. They'll come off. It's not permanent because I know some girls freak out about this stuff. And I've seen it not just in movies. I've seen it in real life, and it's horrible. And I feel that. And yes, you will get powder. Yes, getting powder in your nostrils, that is going to happen. So don't even try to not get it in your nostrils because it's going to get in your nostrils and it's going to possibly and maybe get in your eye. So don't be afraid if it does. The powder I'm using is non-toxic. Get the non-toxic powder because if you don't, it's gonna hurt when it gets in your eye. Like mine, it doesn't hurt if it gets in my eye or my eyelash. For me, it doesn't hurt. So I suggest getting the non-toxic powder. And like I'm saying, I'm using the rest of this. You can grab more powder if you want, but just use the amount of powder that works for you. And that is what I'm doing. And yes, we are going to cover this with our materials for the look in a second. But I just use this so the paint, if I use paint or eyeshadow, the texture would be able to apply on easily. We're done with the eyes. And yes, I got powder off my shirt. Like I said, use clothes that you don't wear, clothes that you don't mind getting dirty. So we're done using our eyeshadow brush. Now we're going to use our powdered dollar store brush. This we need kind of a lot more than the eye and nose detail. And we're going to use our lid for our container. Now we're going to take, this is going to be really, really messy, so I suggest keeping your important things away. So if you don't want them to get all powdery, whoa, there's powder coming off the brush. Get them away now. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to put it all over their face. I suggest doing this about 6 times, which is what I do. Just in case we're painting your whole face. And yes, my shirt is powdery. I know, don't mention it. And yes, these do get washed every single day unless I'm filming 2 videos at once, which some videos I do. Some videos I don't. So I suggest getting pajama shirt or something that you don't mind getting dirty. Now we are done with our daily wear, which is actually shocking. Because you're probably like shocked because it's weird. Typically I normally like pause the camera and then do most of it off camera. But since it's really quick, I don't have much time, so I want to get stuff done as fast as possible. So now that I have my daily base on, I'm going to go explain the materials that we have, because if the person does come for the collab, we're going to be talking the whole time, and then I don't want people asking questions. So I'm going to introduce the products to you in 3, 2, 1. So we're going to be using a basically dollar store brush. I got this from a friend of mine, and you've seen me use this 4 days in a row now, 3-4 days in a row. Deal with it. I'm using this. This is from, what is it? Party City. It is basically face paint, and most of the time we are going to be using, and yes, I'm going to be cleaning my brush in between uses. Most of the time we are going to be using maybe brown, black, and pink. So yeah, my collab is going to get started in 3, 2. Hey guys, I'm back. Unfortunately, he is not coming tonight. So I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna be doing. So, like I said before, we're using a Halloween kind of face paint with pink. We're gonna be using pink, maybe brown, maybe black. Those are the 3 colors we might be using, depending. So I'm going to take some pink, just stir it a little bit, grab some pink, and what we're going to do is you're going to basically paint it on your face up to the eyebrows, where you stop, and then yes, this is pink. I'm going to turn down the lighting a little bit because the pink is really light, as you can tell by the lighting. So I'm going to change the lighting real fast. So hold on. So guys, like I said, this is pink. It's just really light, and we're going to be painting the eyebrow pink as well. We're going to have to use a couple of shades to get the eyebrow pink, but please don't stain your eyebrow, because that has happened to me way too many times, and I forgot to put my headband back up. Hold on. This happens to me all the time. I'm so sorry. This happens all the time, guys, so I'm sorry. Okay, besides that, we're just gonna paint our eyebrow real quick. Yes, my eyebrow is pink, is brown, so it takes a while for it to become pink. But that's pretty much how you're gonna get it. Then you're gonna paint the rest of your eye pink, obviously. So you're just gonna fill it in. Have fun with it. This is non-toxic face paint, so it's no big deal if it does get in your eye. Wash it out as soon as it gets in, because if not, and you just wait and sit there, it's not gonna work as well. So I might get the eyebrow to be a little bit more pink. I'm not sure, but yeah. By the way, guys, y'all might not believe me when I say, oh, there's no collab, there is no collab. When I say there's no collab, then didn't ask anybody. If I did ask anybody and they don't come, then sorry. But I'm gonna get back with you guys when I'm done with this eye in 3, 2, 1. So we have my first eye done. We're gonna do the second eye with the same color, this little pink right here. And we are just going to do the other technique that I showed you just now. Yes, it does look a little bit weird like this, but that's how my eye is created, basically. Like I said, I'm just gonna do the same thing with this eye. There's no need to be like, and by the way, you saw me do like 5 to 6 looks just now during this week. This stuff is really, really easy to come off. It literally takes me about 10 minutes to rub this off in total, and it's crazy to me how crazy it goes off. That's what's insane to me. It is just nuts. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this the eye off camera, and I'll be right back when I'm done in 3, 2, 1. So this eye is done. Yes, I know it's a little bit further away because if you see my right eye, the right eye is how you're supposed to do it. Left eye, it's not the best, but it will work. So right now I'm going to clean off my brush with, sorry, I literally forgot to grab something before I started filming. With this spray. This spray is this spray is from Walgreens. This is a brush and sponge cleaner, and I clean this in multiple uses. And these are Stay Fresh wipes. I wipe off the god, they're all leaking. Sorry, by the way, if you press the baby wipes, the water and stuff does push through, but besides that, it's a good quality makeup wipe. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna spray and clean my brush, and it literally just comes off easily. See, it literally just came off easily. I literally have the best cleaning materials ever, because when it comes to paint, it is usually really, really difficult to get out of stuff, especially eyeshadow, because the cosmetics and the materials in it are really, really thick and crisp and heavy. But when it comes to paint, I am all for it. And I always swatch it on my hand before I use it again for a different color, because I don't want the same color and a different color, because, you know, we all have our preferences when it comes to that stuff. But hold on, guys, I'm sorry. When it comes to so now I'm done with these. I'm done with cleaning my brush. Now what we are going to do is I am going to dip this into a black, and I'm going to use my black right here. I'm just going to dip my brush into it. Yes, you just watched me clean it, so yes, I did clean my brush. So y'all are probably going to be questioning, why the hell are you putting this on top of the pink? My eyebrow is black and it's not working with me, so I'm just going to put some black paint on the pink, and yes, it is going to mess it up because there's two colors mixed together, but I don't care. I did it 2 videos ago. That means I will do it again. I don't care. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna make, basically, I'm gonna try to make skinny lines down your eyes, like almost like an outline, and you're gonna do that all throughout both eyes. The outlines don't need to be perfect, so don't even worry about that. If your eyebrow is not working out as best as you thought, make the eyebrow part bigger and the rest of the part skinnier, but you need to make sure it's the same, like if it's lined up the same, if it's, you know, it's a whole different thing. And you're gonna do the same thing with this. Like I said, if the eyebrow is not all the way pink, like it not, you see how tiny bit of brown is pooping out? That's how you know, okay, I guess that's not, oh, by the way, when it comes to my eyes, when it's good with outlining, I'm good with this eye. If it's good with painting, I'm good with this eye. So that's just basically how mine works. Honestly, it's a lot of me talking while I'm doing this. So if you know how to do it just by looking at this eye, you can just skip through it and then you'll be good. But this is not all of the look. We have a lot more to go still. So yeah. And by the way, just to let you guys know, the day I film it is the day that I'm publishing it. So yesterday, I filmed it yesterday, I published it. That's what I'm going to do during my videos. For me, school is starting soon, so I will not have a filming schedule because what I need to focus on is school. If I have time to do a video, I have time to do a video. I will not be rushed because I want to have time to have my grades up high, up in the air, on the high school, and I basically want my grades good as possible, basically. But now that this is done, I'm going to do half of the nose black and then half of the nose pink. So what I'm going to do is if you don't know this tip, watch how I do this. So I'm just gonna take this and just put it right here. And then on this part of the nose, it's going to be black. So I'm just going to outline my nose with as skinny as possible to make it look like it's not a huge blob of paint near my nose. And I'm also doing the same thing with my eye in a few seconds. Basically almost like that, but when it is outlined, get the lines a little bit darker so they are noticeable, just like how mine are. If you get some in your nostril, that is okay, and that is completely fine. And yes, I got a little bit on top, but this part's gonna be black. So it's no big deal. Oh, since that part's going to be black, I might as well not clean my brush. So like I said, we're gonna dip into this black, and then I'm going to just paint my nose black. Yes, and some people have questioned my ability to do crazy makeup. When it's crazy, I mean like paint lipstick on the face, like not like lipstick on the lips, lipstick on the face. People think when I say crazy, oh my god, he's doing drag. No, because I'm being honest, I'm originally a girl. I was born a female, but I identify as a male when it comes to my friends. So if people get confused by that, I'm sorry if that's a confusion, but I don't care. So now that this part is black, I'm just going to clean off my brush. In a second, now the tears I have a good idea for, but you need to trust me on that because the tears might be a tiny bit difficult because you're gonna have a lot of challenges with them. And I just dropped my brush. Sorry, but you're gonna have a really hard time with it because making tears when it comes to a look like this, for me personally. Okay, by the way, oh god, if you're itching in a spot, I suggest like you itch everywhere before you start the video, because if you're using paint or eyeshadow, you're definitely going to itch. See right there, you're definitely gonna itch in between. So that's just a little bit of a warning before you do look like this. If you put on makeup and you itch, sorry not sorry. If it's like this material, you can definitely itch it like it's fine, but if it's like this, you have to do that to help the itching if it's on your nose. So it just helped, but still, I just think, you know, it's a new way to, you know, do things. So now that this part is done, we are going to get our pink paints. Yes, it is a tiny bit black because I just got my brush off. So we're going to use our pink, and then we're going to fill in this little area with pink. There doesn't have to be much with pink. It's really, really simple, and I'm not even kidding. It's simple, simple. You might think this is kind of a stupid idea, but it's art and stuff, so if that's how I want to do it, bitch, I'm gonna do it that way. I don't care what people say about my art. I mean, it's just me being me and stuff like that. See, I like it. Ooh, yes, I like it. I love it. So what we're gonna do? Okay, now it looks stupid. So what you're gonna do is, I'm just gonna use the same pink that I've been using, and I'm just gonna do some stuff now. People might not agree to me doing this, but the tears have to go on top of the black. So on top of the black, it's gonna be very, very simple. So it's not gonna be as bad, but I'm just going to make the tears go down as a triangle. Well, kind of a triangle, but it's going up to the lips, kind of thing. And then the tear thing is that it's also going up there. So I need to get more pink. I'll also do this a second time. So how the tears coming down my eye, that's kind of how we need to get it. But the trick is I'm going to outline this again with black. Then I'm going to fill it in with pink. So it will match better if it will match a lot better. That's my trick. Or you can just outline it with, anything. But I'm going to do lips right now, since the pink is on here and stuff. By the way, guys, I've gotten questions like, why do you focus on lips and the eyes? That's what people are going to be looking at, and that's what needs to be more detailed. So please, if your kid is just watching these for entertainment, love that. I love you the most. But please make sure you have an adult, because this is not safe to eat at all. So yeah. Like this, it's basically the same thing, and the tears are going to be a little bit different, almost like this. So we're going to make kind of a triangle to the lips. We have to make a lot of pink on the black. That's just a little bit of a warning. And then we're going to go to the triangle shape onto the lips. That's how I did it, like to here even. And then you're going to do the same thing, and we're going to grab a lot of pink. And then do this, and you need to match it up with there. So the lips and the triangle tear connect to, listen if you can see it. If you can see it without the light. So these connect to the lips, and then can easily be done that way. And no, there's no glitter. This is honestly just coming from this pink right here. And by the way, the lighting was really horrible just now, but you get it. It is connected to the black, and it is down, and then we're going to outline this with black, and then we are going to fill this in with pink. So it's a pink tear coming out. So I'm going to go clean this brush, and then I'll be right back ready to do the black outlining. Oh, and just to be clear, the pink triangle tear is just an example if you wanted to do the pink triangle instead of the black. Okay, I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. So I'm back and I'm ready to do the black. Like I said, I just watched this. There might be a tiny bit of pink in the black, but that's okay. Like I said, we're just gonna take this black and we're gonna grab some out of here. Like I said, this pink was just an example if you wanted to do the pink and then fill it with black, which that's not what I'm doing. So what I'm just gonna do is trace, basically go on top of the pink and then put black on the triangle. And please don't try to get it on the lips because it will kind of ruin it a little bit. But just like I'm doing, you're just basically going over the pink, which makes some sense to some people, but some people it doesn't. And then triangle right here underneath it, you can just redo it. Not to redo it, but like underneath, if it's pink, like the outlining, you can redo it. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. But you're just gonna put the black on top of the pink. And like I said for the 3rd time just now, I only did the black, so just in case if you wanted an example, if you decide to do the pink instead, and then fill it up with black and do a black tier. Same for this one, we're just gonna do the black on top of the pink. And yes, I'm not a professional. This is just for entertainment purposes and what I like to do personally. But I kind of see it as a job until I am 1, busy, or 2, my shit is taken away. So here are the tiers, but I'm just gonna fix. So if there's any pink showing, cover it with black, obviously. If it's still there, then that is okay. But I just want it to be covered as possible. So now that we have this all done with the black outlining, we're gonna wash this off one more time, and yes, I'm of course gonna wash these brushes after I'm done doing tutorials. That's why you see me use this brush multiple times. Why wouldn't I? Because if you don't brush it, that's clearly disgusting. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm using the Walgreens sponge spray to clean off my brushes. Just to let you know. And by the way, I try to clean off my brushes as much as possible so you don't see like the pink and black mixed together in the next tutorial or stuff. So if it is mixed in, I am brushing it as best as I can. Like I said, I'm not professional. This is just my tips and what I use to create my look. But you can use any type of materials you want. Just say if you have these materials, like of course you could use them, but it's a completely different scenario if it's, you know, the same. It's completely different. But anyway, I'm done cleaning my brush. Like I said, it's squeaky clean, besides on top of here. I'm going to grab my pink, and my pink is right here, and I have a spare pink just in case if we run out, which we might. So, okay, we might have some left for the video. Okay, so we're going to take our pink. We're going to fill in very, very carefully the inside of our black outline of the tier, which this was my original idea. So, but if you did the pink, fill it in with the black, which is basically the opposite. So see, it's pink. This is pink. This is pink, which I might fix this in a second because I'm now looking at it and it looks disgusting. So I might fix the nose because it looks kind of weird. If you want to keep it that way, you can. I actually am gonna change it because it looks completely trash. So it's just a bit of a warning. It looks like shit. Sorry, I'm just trying to take my time to get the stuff filled in because we really need to be careful when it comes to the paint. Okay, we got the tears filled in, and now I'm just gonna fill like this in with black because I completely regret putting the pink up here. So I'll be right back when this is changed in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so yes, I fixed the nose. I'm sorry if it's like 2 shades lighter, but that's okay. This is the finished look of the pink tear, pink eye look. Yes, there's a lot of black incorporated into this because when it comes to, and yes, I'm going to be cleaning up my area while I am doing this. When it comes to paint, it is you can use like minimalist. It's like go free, go crazy type of thing. But if you're not a paint person, just do the same thing but with eyeshadow. You need to be very careful or else it's going to be powdery all over the place. You won't see eyeshadow for a while until my paint is gone. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys like my pink tear eye makeup tutorial. It was really, really fun to make. And now, like I said, I'm not a professional, so I'm not like James Charles or some shit. This is just some ideas that pop in my head so I can do a really, really beautiful look for you guys. But my dream is to become a makeup artist, and my dream will come true if y'all make that happen. But thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said in the beginning, click the subscribe button if you have not already. And if you have, good, you're part of my family. If not, what are you doing, bitch? Click subscribe and join the family. And stop being a little pussy. Join the family, hang out, that kind of thing. And I'm thanking you guys so much for watching again because I really, really appreciate it. Guys, I work really hard on my videos. Sometimes it might seem like I don't, but in reality, I work my ass off for the videos that I make. And it's insane because some videos get like 2 views when I spent 2.5 hours on it. Come on, that's not fair. But I really work on my videos, and some people think I'm just someone that entertains, and like, you know, some people think I'm a fake, but who cares? It's their like thought and opinion. But you know, but like I said, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Stay strong, be a bad bitch, and stand out. Peace and love. Bye, guys.